Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Dish Business Podcast. Joining us today is my good friend Dharmesh Ahir. Now, Dharmesh is not only a AAHOA board member, he's a Southwest Regional Director, obviously a hotel owner, and a good Dish customer and a friend. And Dharmesh, thank you so much. How are you?
I'm doing great, Amir. Thank you for having me.
Well, we'd love to have you here visiting our corporate office in Denver. I think it's the first time that you've been here.
It is. I came from 96-degree weather to about 80-degree weather, and maybe the 70s.
No humidity. It's beautiful. Clear
Night and day
skies.
difference.
So just a couple of questions, and we really appreciate you spending the time with us. We would love to hear about your properties and, the brands that you might be covering.
Sure. As you know, I'm based in Arizona, so I do have properties throughout Arizona. I also have properties in California as well as Texas, and they range from a boutique to an independent to G6 property, Choice, Wyndham, and Marriott. Hilton properties that I have.
That's wonderful. So you're basically covering all the brands.
Trying to.
But we have a really important question.
Go ahead.
And I think all of us want to know, so what kind of decision prompted you to put Dish in some of your properties?
Sure. I had a situation in northern Arizona where my property, the cable provider, gave us like a 90-day, hey, we're quitting our services, and you need to change, find a new cable provider. I'm like, oh, I've never heard of that, right? Because I'm paying my bills on time and everything like that, right? And this is about the time I met you. You came to our board, and thank you for your service, what you do for our board. And they kept on pushing me towards the other guys, the bad word, DirecTV, we'll call them.
Oh, sorry,
right?
They're good friends. It's
okay, now they're good friends. But they kept on pushing me towards them, and I said to myself, wait a minute, let me just see, why you keep on pushing me there? Is it something in it for them? Let me ask you. And I reached out to you. You took my phone call. It was an odd time as far as I remember, and you said, hey, look, let me get you a quote, and then let's go from there. And actually, you happen to come in cheaper than DirecTV. And not only that, but your service, I know you outsource your servicing and stuff, but those guys were so on their game that I managed to get my cables without disturbance of my property, get it up and going before the deadline, where else I've had friends in the area who were down about a week without cable at their hotels. Can you imagine paying $80, $90 a night without cable at a hotel? God forbid.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It is about service, and that was a really good segue because as you know, we provide the content, the hardware, the technology, but yes, we do outsource the installation.
Sure.
And we have our partners, integrators, and that gets me to the last question, actually. A lot of our partners and integrators want to get more involved within the AAHOA community and the franchise owners. And what are some of the things that they can do themselves to get more involved?
Fantastic question. Not all of us as hotel owners are thinking about, who's going to be my cable service provider now because we're on long-term contracts. It's one of the least of our worries. But my advice to the vendors, yourself, anyone else that wants to get involved with this, the largest hotel owners association in the world, is to be active. Come to our town halls, which we have now. Our hotel owners conference, formerly known as our regionals. Come to those events. Come to the golf. Come to our convention. We had over 8,000 people attend our convention last year. All right, and sponsor it. Throw money at this thing, guys.
Okay.
It'll work. It'll work. Not until I worked with you. By that, I would have probably gone DirecTV.
Yeah, it's basically you have to build a relationship.
It's a relationship. It's all about the relationship. And I couldn't be happy with you and your guys. I highly recommend it to anyone that wants to come on board today because of that one interaction that I had with you. And the way the third party guys took care of it, fantastic.
No, it's great, and that feedback's going to go to all of them. But hey, thank you so much for joining us today and partnering with Dish, and to all our retailers and our AAHOA members, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.